We're facing an educational emergency, not the kind we've discussed for decades. This is existential. Right now, AI is eliminating entire job categories: customer service, data analysis, radiology, legal research, accounting. Gone. Not in 20 years. Now. Here's what's terrifying. Schools are still training children for these disappearing jobs. We're creating human robots in a world that no longer needs them. Every skill we reward: following instructions, memorizing information, giving standardized responses, AI has mastered. We send children to school to prepare them for the real world, but the real world has fundamentally changed. Our schools haven't noticed. The window to save our children's futures is closing fast. We don't have decades. Today's elementary students will graduate into an economy where most traditional jobs have vanished. This isn't a distant threat. This is happening now. But here's something the experts won't tell you. The children struggling most in today's system, the ones labeled as different, difficult, or behind, they might be the only ones positioned to thrive in the AI age. If your child doesn't fit the mold, if they think differently, if they've been labeled with learning differences, everything you've been told is wrong with them might actually be their greatest competitive advantage. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see why your child's struggles in the current system could be the very traits that make them irreplaceable in the world that's coming. Think about what we reward in school. Sit quietly, listen to instructions, memorize information, give the expected answer, take the test, follow the rubric, color inside the lines. We've built an educational system designed to create predictable, obedient, standardized humans. We thought this was good training for success. The cruel irony? We've trained our children to think exactly like the machines now replacing them. AI excels at following procedures. It memorizes better than any human. It processes standardized requests faster, more accurately, without getting tired or asking for raises. This year, AI passed the bar exam, scored in the top percentile on standardized tests, and wrote code better than most programmers. This is happening now. When we train children to excel at these tasks, we're creating unemployable humans. We're preparing them to compete with machines that will always win. Our education system was designed during the industrial age to produce factory workers. Mass production, mass control, uniform output. Those industrial age values still run deep in every classroom. We group children by birth year, not ability. We march them through identical curricula at identical paces. We ring bells to control their movements and reward compliance above all else. These were useful traits for factory work. Show up on time, follow instructions, don't ask questions, produce consistent output. But that world is disappearing faster than anticipated. Jobs requiring those skills are being automated. Manufacturing moved overseas decades ago. Now, even thinking jobs, the ones we told children to prepare for, are handled by AI. Let me make this real. Customer service? AI chatbots handle 80% of inquiries now, growing every month. Accounting and bookkeeping? Software does it faster, without errors. Legal research that took lawyer teams weeks? AI completes it in minutes. Medical diagnosis from imaging? AI beats human radiologists. Financial planning? Algorithms outperform most human advisors. These aren't predictions. These are current realities. We're still training children for these vanishing careers. Within 5 years, most routine cognitive work will be automated. Within 10 years, when today's elementary students seek their first jobs, the employment landscape will be unrecognizable. Companies won't hire humans to do what machines do better. They'll hire humans for what only humans can do. We're not teaching children those skills. What will the AI age require? What jobs will still belong to humans? Work demanding creativity amid uncertainty. Problems never solved before, with no template to follow. Challenges requiring understanding of complex human emotions, building trust, inspiring action. Future critical careers will require systems thinking, seeing how complex, interconnected elements influence each other. They'll need people who can take ambiguous situations and create new solutions from scratch. Most importantly, they'll need humans who connect with humans, who build communities, inspire teams, and organize collective action around shared goals. These are skills AI can't replicate. Our schools don't teach this. We don't develop entrepreneurial thinking. We don't reward creative problem solving. We don't even allow collaborative learning in most classrooms. Instead, we train children to think in the same linear, procedural ways that make them redundant. Most damaging, our schools destroy children's ability to make decisions and manage themselves. In classrooms, every minute is controlled by the system: when to sit, when to stand, what to think about, how to respond. They ask permission for the bathroom.
May I go to the bathroom?
They're told which problems to solve and in what order. After 12 years of this, we wonder why young adults seem helpless and dependent.
Can I get a drink of water?
Can I sharpen my pencil?
In the AI age, the most valuable humans will manage their own time, set their own priorities, and make independent decisions.
We are pushing the boundaries of what is possible.
Indeed, the data clearly supports our next phase.
They'll create their own opportunities rather than wait for instructions. Our system produces the exact opposite. It creates learned helplessness on a massive scale. Most school learning isn't authentic because it focuses on memorization and regurgitation rather than application and creation. Students cram information into short-term memory, take a test, then forget everything a week later.
So, what is the square root of 81?
I don't know.
This isn't real learning, it's information processing. Machines are infinitely better at processing information. Authentic learning, the kind that creates irreplaceable human value, happens when students tackle real problems, make genuine discoveries, and create something new. That's the learning our system actively discourages. We can't standardize it, test it, or control it, so we've eliminated it from most classrooms. Here's what educators miss about the new economy. Success increasingly depends on deep, obsessive interest in specific areas. The most successful people in tech, business, and creative fields aren't generalists who know a little about everything. They're specialists who know more about their domain than anyone else. These people found their passion early and spent years developing unique expertise. Their value comes from their unique perspective, creative insights, and ability to see connections others miss. Schools actively work against this development. We force children to spend equal time on every subject, regardless of interests or aptitudes. We punish students who want to go deep on topics they care about. We have a standardized system treating passion and individual interest as problems to correct, rather than advantages to develop. Every child has unique cognitive strengths. Some excel at spatial reasoning and visual pattern recognition. Others have superior verbal processing and communication skills. Some think best when they can manipulate and interact with physical materials. Some children process information quickly, but need more time to apply it. Others grasp concepts slowly, but understand them more deeply. In an AI world, these differences become competitive advantages. The child who thinks differently might be the one who solves problems no one else can see. But I'll show you exactly why this is true at the end, and how to turn your child's differences into their greatest strength. Our system treats learning differences as deficits. If you don't learn the way we teach, you're labeled behind or broken. We medicate children for different processing styles instead of celebrating their unique cognitive gifts. The most common teaching method is still lecturing. One adult talks, while 30 children sit silently, forbidden from interacting. This is exactly what AI does. It delivers information efficiently to passive recipients. If that's all education is about, AI can do it better than any human teacher. The value of human education should be dynamic interaction between minds. Students learning from each other, building on ideas, challenging assumptions, and creating new understanding together. Instead, we've designed classrooms that eliminate the interactions that make human learning valuable. The irony is stunning. We have more powerful learning technologies than ever in human history. Children can access any information instantly, connect with experts worldwide, and create media impossible just a decade ago. Schools ban these tools out of fear of losing control. AI could personalize learning for every child, adapting to their pace, style, and interests. It could handle routine information delivery, freeing teachers to focus on creativity, collaboration, and critical thinking. Instead, we force children to pretend these tools don't exist. We're preparing them for a world that ended 20 years ago. Schools resist educational technology not because it doesn't work, but because it threatens institutional control. When learning is personalized, students don't move through content at the same pace. When information is instantly available, memorization becomes irrelevant. When students can connect globally, classroom walls become meaningless. Educational institutions would rather maintain their structure than admit their entire approach has become obsolete. While schools cling to outdated methods, the rest of the world has moved on. Our children pay the price. We don't need to reform education. We need to completely reimagine it. First, shift from information delivery to capability development. Instead of teaching children what to think, develop how they think. Second, embrace individual learning paths. Every child should pursue their interests and develop unique strengths, rather than following identical curricula.
Welcome to your science class. Today, we will learn about ancient Rome. Now, let's learn about art.
Third, focus on skills that remain uniquely human: creativity, empathy, complex problem solving, and community building. Fourth, integrate technology as a learning partner, not fight against it. Here's the urgent reality. We don't have time for gradual change. Children starting kindergarten this year will graduate high school in 2037. By then, the job market will have transformed multiple times. AI capabilities will have advanced beyond anything we can currently imagine. If we don't act now, not in 5 years, not when the next reform bill passes, but now, we will have failed an entire generation. These children deserve better than sacrifice to a system that refuses to acknowledge reality. Now let me tell you why the children struggling in today's system are actually the lucky ones. Every trait that makes school difficult for your child is exactly what the AI age demands. Does your child have trouble focusing in class? They're natural multitaskers who see connections others miss. Exactly what complex problem solving requires. Do they struggle with reading or math? They think in patterns, see solutions from unique angles, and approach problems creatively. The kind of thinking that creates breakthrough innovations. Are they highly sensitive and overwhelmed by classroom chaos? They have the emotional intelligence to understand human needs that AI never will.
It is important to remember that we all have different needs, and it is okay to feel different things.
Do they ask too many questions and challenge authority?
But if the axioms are flawed, how can the theorems built upon them truly hold valid?
They're natural entrepreneurs who won't just follow instructions. They'll create entirely new solutions. The children who don't fit our factory model aren't broken. They're the prototype for the humans we actually need. While schools try to fix these children, the future economy will celebrate them. The very traits being medicated and discouraged in classrooms today will be the most valuable human capabilities tomorrow. But here's what you need to understand. Your child's natural gifts are buried under years of struggling with a system that wasn't designed for how they learn. They need the right tools to overcome those struggles, so their true brilliance can shine through. That's exactly what the Learning Success System does. We don't try to fix your child. We help them embrace their brilliance and unleash their potential. We strengthen the foundational skills they need so their unique gifts can finally emerge. Your child's struggle isn't a weakness to overcome. It's a strength waiting to be developed. The AI age is here. The question isn't whether your child can succeed in it. It's whether you'll give them the tools they need to discover just how extraordinary they really are. Visit learningsuccess.ai and help your child embrace their brilliance and unleash their potential. The future belongs to the ones who think differently. Make sure your child is ready.